Test. And welcome to a day stream over here on my channel. Thank you, Sith, for tuning in. I appreciate it. We've got an exciting show today, and it's funny that you redeemed Hydrate, and that's what I was doing. I was grabbing my glass of water. You can see I've got a different background behind me. It's a Pokemon stream today. I am live streaming on Facebook. If you do comment on Facebook, I will not see it until after. Unfortunately, for some reason, when I share to Facebook, that's not our podcast page. It only does it for friends only, and because of that, Restream can't grab the data and send it to me live on Twitch. If you want to comment or catch Pokemon live, you can see this Pokemon counter above us. Definitely join us on Twitch. We're also live on Kick and on YouTube for the replays. And today we've got a special celebration. I've been waiting for this Pokemon game for maybe a year, but specifically the last 3 months heavily. For people who don't know, I'm a diehard Pokemon fan. As you can see, I am Team Mystic. I play Pokemon Go almost every day. Weird update yesterday. There was a redistribution of levels in Pokemon Go. It used to be max level 50, now it's max level 80, and they redistributed all of the XP and levels based on this new curve. And I jumped from level 45 to level 68 overnight, and they gave us way too much gear because they gave us extra stuff for every level we gained. And like I had to spend a lot of the night deleting some stuff. Anyway, I'm a die-hard Pokemon fan, and yes, yeah, Seth is asking. I think Zach is ready for this game as well. Yeah, he's very excited. Unfortunately, he is at school right now, or fortunately. So this is more of like a test through. I wanted to make sure my afternoon stream with him went really well. There is a lot of things you have to set up to do it with the way that I have it set up. So if people don't know, I like to chat and work in the Mac environment. So I'm watching you guys chat in on a Mac. And but I stream it from a PC over there. So let me, I'm going to show you guys a little bit about how the stream is set up and talk about it. So with that, I'm going to sort of showcase a little bit of the room. Oh, I realize I still have, let me fix something first. Let me undo the video effect. You can't see anything if I do that. Video effects, none. All right, so this is the room that we're in here. As you can see, over there we've got. Actually, I'm gonna switch scenes real quickly so you can see it a little bit better, and we'll come back to the scene. So you can see over here we've got our PC set up, right? And it's got a screen up top that's duplicating a window. And so over here, you actually see I've set our main TV up to be a second monitor for the laptop that you're currently, the camera is currently on right now. And so that allows me to do this really complicated setup. So I've got a wire in here that allows me to basically make a video capture card using USB. And with that, I'm going to switch back to this screen. So I capture, so I have my Switch here. It's a Switch 2. I have the Switch 2 version of this game. So basically, you can take the Switch out and you can see the game is here. But I put it in the docking station. I run the HDMI out of the docking station into the capture card. And then I use a program called Video Ninja, which a lot of streamers use. So I usually video capture using Zoom for our podcast. But the problem is this game is too high a resolution. So you would be very stuttery and it would not look very good. So what we do is using Video Ninja, I capture a QuickTime video recording using a capture source. So the capture source is going into QuickTime. QuickTime is being displayed on that TV over there. I'm then capturing that display in Video Ninja, sending it through the internet, and then on the top up there, I have a browser window. And I open up this Video Ninja source in that browser window. And then I capture that source into OBS. And so that's how you're seeing the screen that is, let me see if I got pointing correctly, that's over here, right? So it's just a little bit of a behind the scenes on how this works. Welcome on in, Electrifying Radio. So that allows me to capture any source across any computer. Right now we're using this to do that. So I'm actually going to quit this game because I'm using Liz's account as a example. And so we're going to go into the game right now, and you can see us loaded up. And so some of what we're going to do is going to be duplicated in this afternoon stream with Zach. But I wanted to just test it out, make sure everything was working, make sure the levels were good. And so autosave is on, so that means that automatically we're back to where we were. So we just did a little bit of a test stream. All it was a cutscene, and then we got into here. And again, I'm not going to go back and redo that because A, you can either see it in the VOD, or B, this afternoon, I want to say that we're streaming at 4:30, but knowing the fact that I've got to get him and get home, it's probably going to be closer to 5. So sometime between 4:30 and 5, we're going to do this. And Zach has been wanting to do a co-stream with me ever since we did a Mario Kart stream, which you can go check out on our YouTube channel as well. So I'll do the YouTube command. If people don't know, I have a YouTube channel that has over 650 videos on it. And one of them is our the last day stream we did, episode 16, which he got to do as a congratulations for getting through the entire first grade year without a single report home. So he was able to get Mario Kart and the Switch 2 early before his birthday for having such an amazing year in first grade. We didn't end up doing any this summer. So I'm just testing right now the smoothing, the sound effects. We can also control the volume, so this is much louder. But I didn't want us to hear me. For some reason, I could do that. So this seems like a pretty good level right here. And so right now we're walking through, I think it looks like we arrive at this train station, so we can talk to different people. So when you spend 13 hours on a plane, it's natural to feel a bit worn out. Autosave will automatically save your progress for you as you play. You can also manually save your game by pressing the R button on the main menu. If you close your game, you'll resume your adventure wherever your progress was last saved. So, I heard that's actually a really good thing. So a lot of shiny hunters, people that are hunting shiny Pokemon, hate autosave because you could accidentally overwrite your game and lose your shiny if you save at the wrong time. So a lot of people like to manually save, where you turn off the autosave feature, you encounter a shiny or you see one in the distance, you save right before it, and then you go and encounter it, and if it dies or whatever happens, you can go back to it. What is really great about this game is it only autosaves after you catch a Pokemon. So if you accidentally faint in this one, or your game accidentally turns off, you'll be able to re-encounter a shiny. The other cool piece of news about that is if the encounter was a daytime Pokemon, it gets to nighttime, and the Pokemon is not there. The next time you go during the day, the original shiny Pokemon will be back. So yeah, these game graphics are really good. So this is, again, the Switch 2 version, so it's the updated graphics. But this game also does exist on the Switch 1, so it's going to be one of the last Pokemon games to be on both systems. So, time to leave through the ticket gate. Oh, so I guess I arrived on this train, and I'm supposed to go out here through the ticket gate? Okay. So people don't know about Pokemon Legends video games. They're a little bit different than the main series. They are still kind of considered main series games, but it's not like the traditional Generations. So if people might not know about Pokemon, Generations start off with Generation 1, which is the Kanto region, and the games were red and blue, and they came out in 1998. Then the sequel, Pokemon Gold and Silver, and eventually a third version exists for both of those. For Red Blue, there was a Yellow, which was a special edition Pikachu one that came out later that was more based on the anime. And then the special edition for the second generation was called Crystal, and that is one of my all-time favorite games. I put over 200 hours as a kid into my Crystal cartridge. I still have it to this day. And that game came out, I was reading, 25 years ago yesterday. So that's kind of cool that this game comes out there. So the reason I mentioned Johto, which is the second generation's region, so it's the location, so each game has its own region, so each game is broken up into 2 games usually. So you can collect some Pokemon in some and some in the other, and you have to trade back and forth. So there was Red and Blue, you had to trade back and forth, Gold and Silver, and then it goes on from there. So there's other generations like Ruby, Sapphire, and then Emerald later, and then there is Diamond and Pearl, and Platinum was the one for later for that one. And then, so there's like Black and White and X and Y, and there's Sun and Moon. And then the ones for the Switch that came out were, they did a remake of Kanto, which was Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And then they started releasing new games for the Switch. And the first one was Pokemon Sword for that, Sword and Shield. And then that one had DLC, so they didn't end up making a third version. And then after Pokemon Sword and Shield, a game called Legends Arceus came out. And some people say Arceus, Arceus. Anyway, it's a story where they went back in time in one of the other stories, and you saw what a region looked like in previous history. And so in that game, you actually got to crouch around and throw Pokeballs, and the Pokemon walked around with you. Had a very different art story, and that Legends game was widely acclaimed, as some considered it would be one of the greatest Pokemon games ever. After Legends Arceus came out, they did have the next generation Pokemon game, and that one is called Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, and then there was DLC for that. Each DLC for both Sword and Shield and for Scarlet and Violet had 2 games for it, or 2 DLC patches. So this game is the first Legends game to come after Violet, and this one, instead of taking place like in a previous history, this one's unique gimmick is that it all takes place in one city. So there was a city in the Pokemon games, Pokemon X and Y, called Lumia City, and so this game takes place in it. But unlike in the original X and Y in Kalos, which is the name of the region, there was 3 specific Pokemon in that one. In the Legends series, you actually end up starting with Pokemon from different generations. And the reason that I tell that whole story is, remember I said that Gold and Silver's anniversary came out yesterday. Well, one of the Gold and Silver Pokemon was actually in Legends Arceus. The other 2 starters, the grass and the water one, you see here. You see a Totodile and a Chikorita. But true to form, like the other Legends games, they decided to take a Pokemon from a different generation and put that as the starter. So in Legends Arceus, they had 3 different starters from 3 different generations. This one, they have 2 from Generation 2, Johto, again, Chikorita, the grass Pokemon that you see down below, and Totodile, the water Pokemon that you see above, but then they add Tepig to the mix here. Wild Bustle appears. If you want to catch it, you can do PokeCatch Great Ball, or if you haven't ever caught Pokemon before, you can always do PokeStart. If you're live on Twitch. So if anyone wants to guess what my favorite Pokemon of all time is, you can kind of see it from behind me here, is a Charizard, right? So this is a variant of a Charizard. So when Pokemon X and Y came out, they created a new thing called Mega Pokemon. So you can use this special attack that turns your Pokemon into a stronger version of it for a temporary period of time. In X and Y, it was for a short period of time. When you do it in Pokemon Go, it's for 8 hours. Oh, I caught the Pokemon. I caught a Blossom. So, these 3 starters did not have Mega Evolutions. They also weren't in the original storyline for the Kalos region. So it's interesting that these are the three we have to choose from. But I, as you see the Charizard, have always picked the fire type for every single Pokemon game I have ever played, with the exception of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, because you can only start with an Eevee. So, I hope you're ready for the spotlight again. So we got Chico, we got Snert, which is and Totodile. So we got a Tepig here. Alright, if we're gonna protect we need a city, we need a bigger team, so let's keep spreading the word about how great Hotel Z is. And once we get a guest who has what it takes, we'll recruit them to the cause. Now we need to find someone with a real I'm a tourist. Alright. Oh look! Hey, you there! So just pulled in the Garden was, am I right? I'm judging by that big old travel bag. I've got a hunch you're here to see some sights. That I am. You're just the type I am looking for. And you're about my height. Will look natural standing side by side. Listen, could you do me a small favor? For real, it'll be so small. I need you to look into my camera and say, Hotel Z is the best stay in Limley's? Easy, right? No worries. You're saying somewhere else? I need to hand advertising the hotel. Sounds good. Good. Okay. Lights, camera, action. Ah, shoot. We can't film with that ad blaring in the background. Welcome to Limley City, where people and Pokemon flourish together. My name is Jet, and I'm the CEO of Quastro Inc. Pokemon are mysterious and wholly magnificent creatures. The Go-Go. They have abundant right here in our midst. In fact, so many Pokemon now grace us with their presence. Oh, I can skip it with the plus button. Alright, I'm going to skip this for now. We may go through the whole tutorial with Zach later. I like how the CEO thinks, even if I did keep us from filming. This city and Pokemon are a wonder. No one is alone. Anyone who gets to visit. And speaking of people who visit, let's get filming. Hold up, where did your bag go? You don't look as touristy without it. Uh-oh. See the Pancham? You guys are in the background. You hire a Pokemon courier service or something? No, I didn't. Wait, so your bag got bag napped? I shouldn't have bugged you with my video stuff. My bad, come on. I'll help you get your bag back. We got our first mission. Quick, after that Pokemon. I guess that wasn't a wild Pokemon randomly messing with you. That bag napping Pancham must have been with those two. Zach's gonna love this, because Pancham is one of his favorite Pokemon, and it's gonna be right there at the beginning. That's gonna be really cool, because he loves Pangaroo. It's like top 5 favorite Pokemon for him. Liz, got it? I'm Urban. Don't you worry, I got your back here. Come on, Pancham. Even a backpacker like me wouldn't get caught dead with this bag this tacky. Maybe he was trying to clean up this eyesore and bring him to the cops. Maybe they'll put us in the back. No need for that. I got the bags owner right here. Hey! I can't say I know you. Did you see one of the ads I filmed maybe? It's me, Audrey from the ZA Royale. How could I forget already? Yeah, and I'm Andre. We faced off just last night. Oh, trainers from last night. Sorry, not ringing a bell. Must have not been much of a challenge. That stings, but I guess fair. Listen up, we'll return your bag if you battle us right now. That makes no sense. If you want a rematch, all you have to do is wait till nightfall. Shut up, Pancham is itching for another shot at you. That's why we snagged the bag. Probably. It's nice of you to consider what Pancham wants. With 2 of you against me, that's unfair. Listen, how about I guide you through the mess? I'm just a helpful kind of guy, you see. Your bag is not stolen, right? So what's your next step here? Take it back myself. Alright, we got 3 Pokemon ready to help. Hear that? They're down. Now choose which Pokemon you want to battle with. That's the pig, the fire pig Pokemon. It breathes fantastic flames from its nose. You want to battle alongside the pig? Of course I do. I just was rereading some of their stuff back there, so it makes you feel old. I graduated in 98, I graduated in 93, yeah. So, I graduated high school in 2003, so this, Pokemon came at a good time for me in middle school. How much longer are you going to drag your feet? Alright, no longer. Alright. Real quick, I'll tell you the very basics of Pokemon. You gotta order a new buddy to pig to use its moves, attack it. If the opposing Pokemon's HP falls to 0, you win. If you're going down, pay attention. Alright. I respect that spirit, but you're gonna have egg on your face for real if you lose to a newbie. Hey, focus up. Alright, I'm gonna skip that. I know it's your first match. You can do this. Have faith in your Pokemon's strength. You can always use moves that lower your opponent's defense, too. Alright. That's good advice. Too bad I'll beat you before you can use it. Hold down ZL to focus on your opposing Pokemon. If you want to target, then use A or other buttons in order for you to use moves. Once the opposing trainer does issue, you win. Got it. Alright, so we've lowered his defense, and then now attack him. You can move around. I gotta hold down the ZL button. And we lost. Alright, I'm not going through all the dialogue right now. I'm just trying to get into the game a little bit just to see. I'm adding some tags to the stream. I'm also going to do we're going to change our category real quickly, and we're going to change it to an art stream. And because I'm happy with how that all went. It seemed to have gone well. So we're gonna change our theme. All right, nice, KR. Welcome on in. So yeah, I was just showing off the new Legends Z game. Anyway, but welcome on in. We'll do. Who is KR. So I'm going to do a little bit of an art stream here to design a graphic background. So this is going to be a game I'm playing with Zach live on stream today around 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock. So just about 5 hours from now. You're just waking up. Yeah. I've already got both kids to school. I wanted to get this whole setup set up. I was explaining earlier on stream. I've got the Switch going into a capture card that goes into my Mac through USB, and then sending it through Video Ninja to my PC, and then capturing that on here, as well as a Zoom feed from my computer. And that's how you see me with a cool Charizard behind. And then also this afternoon, I will reactivate the Mega Charizard emote for all people that are followers. So Charizard is the mascot, so it'll be the return of that later. Of course. Fun stream the other day. We actually rated in a KR stream on Monday after the podcast. So it was a fun episode for the most part. It really sucked that the Jays lost earlier that day. It also really sucked that the Commanders lost, and we got to live watch my reaction to that. But fun talking about the hockey. The hockey team's doing well. The Caps got a big-time win against Tampa Bay the other day. I guess it was on Tuesday, and so I'm excited about that. They've got another game tomorrow against the Wild, and then on Sunday also it's a matinee game. So should be an interesting week upcoming for the Capitals, and congrats to your Jays. Big win yesterday. The Bats came alive, and I was talking to my Canadian friend Janaea, who was on last week's podcast. Definitely go check out the VOD if you'd like, or on YouTube. We had a great conversation about hockey. She's a big-time Caps fan from Vancouver, and she's a big-time Jays fan too. She was pretty bummed out, but I said, when the Nationals won the World Series, the road team won all the games. So in this case, that wouldn't be good, because then you would lose the first two, win three, and then lose the last two. But you also could just win, three more in a row and then be done with them. So it's a new series, and this next game will matter, I think, a lot. So that'll be fun to see how they do in that one. I'm trying to remember. The next game it's not tomorrow. Is it tomorrow, or is it the day after? Must be tomorrow, right? Or is it today? Oh, it's today. I forgot that they play. Baseball playoffs are so different than basketball or hockey, where they play consecutive days in a row. So yeah, they'll play again tonight and tomorrow. So it's like a 3-game series in Seattle. It's weird. They do it like baseball series. We have a 2-game series and a 3-game series and a 2-game series. And then that's what we'll hope for. Back to Toronto. So oh, interesting. CC Sabathia thinks the Blue Jays will still make the World Series. That's on my news thing. So, Brewers play the Dodgers in a big game tonight. The Dodgers are up 2-0 in that series as well. All right, let me see if I can switch things around here. I'm going to lower the audio of this. We're going to go to the other share menu. I'm going to Zoom share and share my, where do I have Photoshop open? I do. All right, and then I got to fix this screen over here. That's pretty good. All right, cool. All right, let's make a new, let me open up this file that I was gonna work with. So this is the current layout. So this should look very meta on screen right now. You've got the current layout inside Photoshop, and then outside you can kind of see what it looks like. So in the screen share view, I usually have two other guests with me live, but I'm not going to adjust it right now, I don't think. Oh wait, I have an art feed. This one's probably better. Yeah. All right, so now we're in the art view right now. As you can see my cursor in Photoshop, what you do, which is great. I'm going to put chat up on the other screen so I can still see if you guys are chatting with me. And yeah, so all right, so here we go. Make that full screen. Sorry, I've got 5 screens going right now. So right now we're going to do a little bit of Photoshop work, and if I can figure out how to get my mouse cursor to go to the right screen. Aha, there we go. All right, so if people don't know, this is the general layout that I have for when we do any kind of stream. But what I wanted to do is I'm going to select all of this. We're going to deselect this area, and I'm going to cut it all out and paste special, paste in place. And then I'm going to adjust the coloring, and we're going to desaturate it because I wanted to create a black and white look for our stream for this Legend ZA. So if people don't know, so I wonder if I should. That's not a bad idea. Alright, I'm going to stop this share for 1 second and then reactivate it, but do it with desktop 1. So now if I bring in a browser window over here, aha! You should see it. Alright, cool. Alright, so I wanted to show examples of Legend ZA stuff. So like the art style and logos and things like that. So we're gonna do yeah, let me see if I can figure out how to get this copy image over to here. Alright, I gotta go to grab speakers. Oh yeah, yeah. It's good to see you, KR. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Have a great rest of your day. If you want to come back later for the actual fun stream where we'll be playing more of the game, it'll be about 4:30 or 5 tonight. So yeah, it should be a fun time. Size large. There we go. Alright, I'm trying to grab the poster. Oops. And there we go. Alright, so we're trying to grab this sort of starry Alright, so what I'm going to do is lower the opacity a little bit so I can see behind it, so I can see where we're at. We're going to take away this. And then let me see here. Alright, we're going to see if we can... Let's go edit, and we're going to... Perfect. I kind of love that. Alright. And I'm going to take that, and we're going to duplicate it. Image, transform. Okay. So now we're going to take these multiple graphics and we're going to take it and we're going to move it this way a little bit. And there we go. We have a bit of a... So we're going to take all these layers now. We're going to merge them together. Merge layers. And then what I'm going to do here is we're going to grab this tool. We're going to smudge it a little bit. A little bigger. We're going to lower the strength a little bit. And we're going to smudge this a little bit so that way it's not as defined a line. And then I like these sort of little dots, so I'm going to see if I can make a paintbrush that will mimic that. So let me go over here. We're going to do a paintbrush. We're going to make it very tiny. We're going to make it white. Perfect. And then I'll make it even smaller. Okay. And then I'm going to lower the opacity down. There you go. And then you can add some more stars into the night. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, it's just a background of for the stream, but it gives a little bit of excitement, and it'll be a little more exciting for our stream design for people to watch. What happened here? Trying to think of what else we'd want to do. That might be good. Trying to think of anything else that we would need to have that would be different on this stream. I think maybe we can grab some of these colors though, and we can color things a little bit more interestingly. Let's do this, and we're gonna grab. Um, Maybe we'll do the bottom, not green. All right, so we're gonna do, oops, select this area and paste it. Color overlay. We're gonna grab this green. And we're going to. It's kind of cool. How do I chat? Sorry, I have so many windows open right now. I got chat back. All right, cool. All right, we're almost done. I'm just making these couple little graphic updates. All right. I think that's kind of a cool, cool thing. All right. So the bottom one, I needed to have a stronger gradient on the bottom. So let me go back to my art scene. Okay. So I was adding a bit of a overlay gradient to it so that the bottom one's going to be a little bit darker. And so that way you can read the text and the things that will pop out over it. And then these ones will be a little bit brighter. So let's just save this. We can save as layout for ZA. File export as a PNG. Yeah, for ZA under pictures. And then stop that share for a second. Let me send myself an email of the picture. All right, I'm gonna open it up over here. I'm just downloading on this other computer. And we'll see how this looks. So we're going to go to our game share one, which is this one. And I'm going to looks pretty good though. Perfect. And then I take this one and why did it do that? All right, sorry, I'm testing a couple of things over here. So there we go. All right, now we've got our new layout. All right, so let's go over here. We're going to update this video ninja source. All right, so let's try to do everything from scratch again. So I'm going to open QuickTime. Make a new movie recording. And I'm going to this and replug it in. I can see if that will fix it. Okay, all right, let's see why this isn't working. All right, we're going to QuickTime Player. New movie recording. It was working fine before. Huh. I'm just gonna readjust everything real quick. See if I can figure out why this isn't working. It's really weird. So for some reason my capture card isn't working now. All right, well that's a bummer. At least this looks pretty good for the visual. I need to. All right, well, I gotta probably restart my computer to see why this isn't working. But the QuickTime was working before. And then I saw an error and then I quit out of it, but Hmm. Hmm. So it works that way. Well, that's good. Let's see. Aha! Solved it. All right, we're back. What the hell? Hmm. Why is there audio problems now? Son of a gun. This is why we do this now, and hopefully it won't happen later. You may be recording. There we go. Oh, I can directly do it from the source. That's cool. It looks good though. I think it's better this way. Alright, I'm learning stuff. Welcome on in, Jess. I'm so catching you. How are you doing? Hope all's well. Enjoying the game. Yeah, I am. So this is kind of a test stream. We just created this display that you're seeing overlaid onto it. I tried to create a new green looking design so you can sort of see what our normal design looks like that. And so I just created this alternate version. Let's take off this. Oopsies. Aha! There we go. And now you'll see the new background in effect. So, yeah, so what we're going to be doing is my son and I are going to be streaming later together. He's been waiting for months for this game to come out, so I told him that I wouldn't get too far in the game, but we would get to sort of see how it plays out. And so yeah, you can kind of see right here we got our new graphics. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, it actually is. It's a Mega Charizard. So if you follow the Pokemon lore, Pokemon can get Mega forms when they're in this region, called the Kalos region, where this game takes place. And my favorite Pokemon is a Charizard, and so I thought it would be cool to have a Mega Charizard be the sort of the stream mascot for this. Yeah, so you can say here that I am picking the fire Pokemon. But we are going to start the game over with my son this afternoon. And yeah, it'll be really cool. We've been looking forward to this for a really long time. And I told him that I wouldn't get too far into the game so that way he didn't miss anything too much. So we'll start it over with him. We'll be able to create our own character together and read the story together. And we'll stream for about an hour and a half. So that'll be in about 5 hours from now, 4.5 hours from now. So I'm about to actually raid out. The test stream was a success. I got to go do a couple of appointments real fast. But again, 5 o'clock Eastern time, which I know is tough for people that are in other parts of the world, but the VOD will stay up as well. There will also be a special Charizard emote for all followers to be able to use throughout the stream. And yeah, I think it should be good. I'm gonna probably do a couple of small tweaks here to the visual layout before we do our next stream. Like I might darken the sub counter over this way, yeah. And do a couple other little things. But I like the green look. I'm trying to keep that Legend ZA. Yeah, it should be a fun stream with him and to play the new game. So congratulations to all the Pokemon trainers out there. Anybody that loves Pokemon, this is a big day whenever there's a new game that comes out. So I'm really excited to play it a little bit later. I'm going to look at my Twitch list real quickly to see who we're going to raid out to. Show more. Let's see who we got here. Let's raid my friend Reversal. Thank you guys, really appreciate it. Yeah, stay tuned. 5 hours from now, about between 4:30 and 5 Eastern, we'll be starting the actual stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in for the test stream, and thank you Jazz for tuning in as well, and Sith and Champ for modding. I appreciate you as always. And we'll head over to Reversal, who's playing the same game, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.